Unit 1 Final Project Presidential Election Video made by Luis Parra and Jose Rios. There's on the left, it's a picture of Albert Gore Jr. In the middle is a picture of George W. Bush, and on the right, it's a picture of Ralph Nader. The 2000 presidential election was the 54th presidential election held on Tuesday, November 7 of 2000. The three main political parties were Republicans, Democrats, and the Green Party. The Republican side was George W. Bush, as seen in the picture. The Democratic side was Albert Gore Jr., and the Green Party side was Ralph Nader. The electoral outcome of the election, as you can see in the map, the Republican side won, even though they had less votes. Bush won 271 electoral votes. One vote more than the 272 majority, despite Gore receiving 543,000 more votes. Gore received 266, which is the most the losing nominee has gotten, but still managed to lose even having more regular votes. Ralph Nader from the Green Party didn't get any electoral votes. Bush received an amount of 50,456,000 votes, and Ralph Nader received 2.8 million votes.
George W. Bush. He ran for the Republican Party. He was born July 6, 1946. Growing up, he graduated Yale College in 1968, and he also graduated Harvard Business School. His father, the picture in the middle, that was George H.W. Bush, and he served as the 41st President of the United States. During his time as Texas governor, George W. Bush increased education funding and raised school standards. During his time in election, there weren't that many issues, but there was a big controversy with the Florida recount. He was elected in 2000 and became the fourth president to win without a popularity vote victory. And during his time, he pushed a $1.3 trillion tax cut program and the No Child Left Behind Act.
Ronald Gore Jr. was a Democrat born March 31st, 1948, served as 45th Vice President of the United States under Bill Clinton. He was an elected official for 24 years. He was a Tennessee representative and served as a senator from 1985 to 1993. He lost to Bush in the electoral vote after controversy of a recount in Florida. Gore could have won if there was a statewide recount. Even after losing, he continued as an author and environmental activist for climate change and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2007. Florida controversy. Florida, a swing state, had a major recount dispute that took center stage in the election. The outcome of the 2000 United States presidential election was not known for more than a month after balloting because of the extended process of counting and recounting Florida's presidential ballots. Ralph Nader. He was a Green Party representative born February 27, 1934. He was the son of Lebanese immigrants to the U.S. He attended Princeton and Harvard Law School. First known when he published Unsafe at Any Speed in 1965, he was an activist that is credited with the passing of acts such as the Clean Water Act, Freedom of Information Act, Consumer Produce Safety Act, and other acts. He ran for president in 2000 for the Green Party and made a documentary on his life titled An Unreasonable Man.
Bush's time in office. During Bush's time in office, he started to push the No Child Left Behind Act and also push for acts such as the Partial British Abortion Ban Act. After the attack on the Twin Towers in 2001, Bush created the United States Department of Homeland Security and declared war on terrorism. He intended to go to Afghanistan to overthrow the Taliban, and in 2003 he ran an invasion on Iraq, beginning the Iraq War. Three questions that you can take away from this presentation. First one is, what a major award did Al Gore win in 2007? What state did George W. Bush govern when he was, where he increased education funding? And what party did the candidate, Ralph Nader, represent in the 2000 election? The answer to number one is that he won the Nobel Prize for Climate Change. Number two, George W. Bush, he governed Texas. And three, Ralph Nader ran for the Green Party.